Hello, hello, people. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Please do me a favor, activate your cameras, whether it's possible. So we are going to start right now, guys. Thank you for activating the cameras. So, guys, let's begin. Today we have something special. We are going to be working on questions, actually. So that's what we are going to be doing. And we are going to see the way how can we answer open questions. Okay, so that's what we are going to be working with. Before we start, let me ask, how was your weekend? Let's see. Raul, long time no see you, my friend. So tell us a little bit, how was it? How was your weekend? How
Well,
was your last week? I know that I also had problems to connecting to the classes. So tell me, how was it?
yeah, it was pretty boring because I had to take rest the entire week. I just watched TV a lot of courses of my working at it. Sometimes I had to, I don't know, just walk because it was pretty boring. But I had to take care because it's really easy to complicate that kind of surgery. So it was boring.
How do you feel now?
Pretty good.
Okay,
Completely
so
ready.
can you eat without no problem?
Yes, I had to take care, but I can eat whatever I want.
You will have pain again, like in a couple of days or stuff like that. That's normal, they told me, and I had it as well. So I felt like my tooth was there, but it's like the nerves and stuff like that growing again. So most likely
Yeah,
you will have it.
I
Some
felt a
people,
little bit this afternoon, but now it's good.
no, okay, good, nice to see you here. Morena, how are you today?
Hi, teacher. Oh, well, I'm fine. I'm fine. Only I have a problems. I had a problems in to my work, but I feel good.
Okay, the good thing is that you are here. So
What about you? What do you feel today?
how about
What is
me?
your
Well, I feel better, way better. Actually, I went yesterday to the laboratory and I had a test again. So, and it was negative, so I don't have it anymore. But the doctor told me when I went there that I had two things. First, I had the COVID, but also I had an infection. So what I have right now is the infection. I still have, and I have a problem
okay?
with infections like this. So you will hear me that I will be like kind of husky, voiceless,
Mm,
bronco un poquito.
yeah,
But that's
but
normal.
your voice sound very well in comparison with when first Friday.
Yeah, I remember Friday was really not that bad, but
Mm-hmm.
let's see, on Wednesday it was really bad actually. So I felt really bad. Oh no, on
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, whatever. So, but yeah, now I feel way better
Yeah,
actually.
your voice sound different.
Thank you, lady. Thank you so much for asking. So let's see. Let me ask another person now. Salvador, how are you today? How was your weekend?
Well, yes, it was a little busy. I think I've been working too much late, almost every day till now, but I think that it's good for me. So yeah, it was okay.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
People, 2 weeks more this week and the next week, and well, will we finish this one? So guys, remember, recommendation that I can give you is please try to talk with your human resources department, right? Tell them that, well, you're about to finish, so if they can speed things up for you to start right in the month. If everybody starts, so we can move and we can do it, right? Don't see this one like, no, it will be like running, so we are not going to have well, well, we are going to not learn. So guys, I prefer, you know how this one works, right? So you know how INSAFORP works. So I prefer that you have at least 4 weeks more of practice than like 6 weeks, 7, 8 weeks without practicing. So that's something more preferable, I think. So see it in that way. It's still, you will be practicing, and next year. So I can tell you that, I don't know if you were like last January here, speak, but this is something usual that happens in actually almost all places where INSAFORP has its courses. So they don't start like right in the beginning of January. So it's like in the middle. So I had classes with the ASI, Asociación Salvadoreña de Industriales. I also gave classes there for INSAFORP, and they had the same problem. So they don't start like right at the beginning of January. So they started around February. Speak started around the 3rd week of January. So that's something that will happen. So imagine if we don't practice these days coming, it will be like 7, 8, 9 weeks without practicing English, and that's really bad. So let's take advantage of this one. That's why it's important you contact your human resources department, tell them, okay, so please give me all the documents, or talk to Jessica. Also push Jessica, send an information. Don't only wait for her to write on the group. Tell her, hey, they told me that we are ready, so I'm ready right now. So that in that way she will be like pushed, right? It is not for me, because we don't know if I'm going to continue with you. It's for you guys. I want you to practice. I want you to practice all days, right? So that's something that I wanted to share with you. And yeah, basically that's it. People, I don't know what's going on
Carlos,
with this one. Tell me.
I have a question.
Yeah,
And
tell me.
we will continue on presential class or virtual classes?
At the moment, I think that we are going to continue with this one. If there is the opportunity to open normal classes, right? I think it will be for new groups. Okay. Eventually we are going to have a lot of presential classes, right? But at the moment, we will continue in this way. Then when there are a lot of groups available, you will be able to decide, right? But at the moment, I think that only for new groups, they will be opening normal classes, right? So guys, let's begin.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. I have a video for you. Just give me a second. Today, today we are going to see open questions, okay? That's the topic. But we are going to So guys, the question that I have for you, think about El Salvador. Think about habits that we have. What do you think that are the worst habits that Salvadorians have? What do you think? Let's see, I ask Marisela, what do you think?
In general.
In general.
Well, speaking on health, well, bad habits of health, I always have the disgusting, well, not me. I saw in other men's the bad habit of spit on the floor. So I think that disgusting. And I thought that with the pandemic, that's going to end, but it's not true. There are still people that spit on the floor.
Yeah.
And they turn on the mask and they spit and they put it again.
Yeah. That's something people
Disgusting.
does, you know. So good. Let's see. That's a bad habit Salvadorians have. David, do you
Yeah.
have that habit? Be honest.
I didn't hear very well. What was
Okay,
the
don't
habit?
worry. So we are talking about bad habits that Salvadorians have. What do you think that could be a bad habit that we have?
Bad habits.
Mhm.
Let's see. Um, let me think a little bit.
Marisela said we are kind of dirty people, okay, in general, right? She mentioned
Yeah.
that we like to spit on the floor, right? It's like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, that could,
something bad we do. What's another
yeah.
thing we do?
Another one that's a lot of people is making pee in the street too. Yeah, and that's a really bad habit because sometimes because the people is drunk or something like that, especially very close from restaurants where
Mm.
the people go and drink. A lot of guys are making pee over there in the side in the
Hmm.
walk side or walking side, something like that.
On the walk side. Yeah.
Walk side, yeah.
Okay. Well, in general, Salvadorians, we are not that clean, right? So that could be one thing. We are not clean. Morena, I say you are saying you are nodding. So let's see, what's another habit that we have? Bad habit.
No, I think about the trash when you ride in the car, you
Okay.
throw the trash in the street because I think because I move my hand because you are right. Oh, we Salvador,
Yeah,
all
it's
the
right. It's true.
Salvadorians, we don't have habits to take up bags in the car or throw the trash in the car.
That's true. That's something that happens.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know, guys. So let's think about other stuff. Let's forget about not being clean. That is something that Salvadorians we are, right? So Catherine. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Hi, good evening. I don't know if that it's like a bad habit, but I
It
think
is.
we used to leave everything till the last minutes.
Okay, guys, how do you call
Very
a
particular
person?
thing from us?
People talking about the last minute thing. Today you have still time to do the homework. Some people have sent it. So congratulations for the one that sent it already. So the other ones still there is time. You can do it. Remember, we have until tomorrow, okay? So send it. Good. Great. And that's the point that I want to talk about today. People that they don't do the things on time. How do you call that people? How do you call this?
Procrastination.
Procrastination is the thing. But how do I say I am a
Procrastinator.
Procrastinator.
No.
You got it. Procrastinators. So let's see. Well, to be honest, I am sometimes quite a procrastinator. So what about you? Let me ask Samuel. Do you consider yourself a procrastinator?
Can you, I forget what is the meaning of the word, teacher. Can you explain me?
Procrastinator is a
Yeah.
person that he or she doesn't do the things on time, and this person waits until the last minute to do it, until the last moment. For example, we have tomorrow homework, right? But you said Saturday, no, Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. Sunday, it's Tuesday, so I will do it after the class, Monday after the class. And then tomorrow is the day and you say, hey, I didn't do it. Well, I'll tell the teacher, hey, you know, mister, I had a problem this week and blah, blah, blah. That's a procrastinator. So, are you?
Sometimes with the homeworks or my activity in my house, probably. By my work, I don't do that because I don't like that my boss push me or told me, someone do don't finish yet this activity or this document, right? Yeah.
Milton, why do you say that you are a procrastinator?
Basically, for example, I haven't done my my homework yet. That could give you an idea.
Okay. Sometimes we don't do the homework because we are really busy, right? But procrastinator, it's when you have time, you could have done it, but you didn't do it. People, we are going to watch. What did you say, sorry?
No, sorry.
Okay, don't worry, don't worry. So people, let's go, let's watch a video. How can we stop procrastination? Let's go right now. No, not this one. Where is it? There we go. Pay attention, later on we are going to discuss this one. So try to take down notes, try to structure your answer, right? Let's go.
All right, let's be honest. Is there something else you're supposed to be doing right now? Do you have a paper due in 10 hours? Is there a stinky pile of laundry slowly inching its way across your bedroom floor? You should be doing those things, but instead you're here listening to me lecture you on YouTube. Wait. Don't go away just yet. The next 5 minutes will be the most productive bit of procrastination you have done all day. And you're not the only one procrastinating. Thanks to a suggestion by one of our viewers, today's episode of Wellcast is going to bring you a 3-step program to wrangle your monster of procrastination into submission. About 20% of the population identifies themselves as chronic procrastinators. People who constantly put off the things that they really need to do. And that is because procrastination is about lying to yourself. You know, telling yourself, I'll have plenty of time to finish that paper tomorrow, when you know you are way behind. In a recent study, 2 groups of university students were assigned to write 3 papers in 3 weeks. Group A was given the opportunity to turn in all 3 papers in at any point during those 3 weeks. Group B, on the other hand, had strict weekly deadlines for each paper. Ultimately, the ones who did the best on the papers were the ones given the strict deadlines. Group A, the students who had to pick their own deadlines, they did pretty poorly. Clearly, humans are not the best at regulating themselves. So, when it comes to procrastination, you have to trick yourself into getting the job done. And this brings us to our Wellcast 3-step method for stopping procrastination. Please pause and print out your worksheet at watchwellcast.com. Okay, are you ready? Step 1, eat an elephant. Hey, how do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. Look, what I'm saying is, you need time to digest, or you're going to make yourself sick. Reward yourself for getting through parts of the project, rather than waiting to reward yourself after the whole thing's over. Okay, procrastinator. Think about that one project that you really need to get done. But calm down. Instead of letting it overwhelm you, Organize that project into small, bite-sized, manageable segments. Think about what needs to get done and write down what you're going to be doing to tackle this project hour by hour and make it specific. By breaking down this giant project into smaller tasks, this elephant will become a lot less daunting. Step 2. Pick out the itsy-bitsy goblins instead of going for the whole dragon. The hardest part about starting any project is always starting the project. A good way to get around this is to start a project off with the task you like the best. Listen, when you do something that you like, your brain releases dopamines, which makes you happy. Maybe it's decorating the cover of a report or writing a snappy intro into an otherwise incredibly boring paper. Step 3. Ignore the siren songs. Seriously, this step is straight out of Homer's epic poem, The Odyssey. In The Odyssey, our protagonist Ulysses is trying to get home. Unfortunately, this requires maneuvering through a strait of water where sailors are often lured onto the rocks by creatures called sirens. Instead of giving up, Ulysses instructs his crew to tie him to the mast of his ship and for all of them to plug their ears. No matter how much he yells and screams to head towards the beautiful sirens, the sailors must keep on track. We're not saying that you need to actually tie yourself up to anything, but you should plan to clear any distractions that will hamper your ability to procrastinate later. For example, if you're a sucker for Facebook or online video games, have your parents or your roommates change the internet password to keep you on track for studying. The less temptations you give into or have the ability to give into, the better you'll be at acing that exam. Okay, kiddos, let's recap. The best way to get around procrastination is to trick yourself into doing the work. It's true, though. We recommend that you do this in one of 3 ways. Number 1, breaking your tasks into segments. In other words, you go ahead and eat that elephant. Number 2, start with the most enjoyable part of the project. Go for those itsy-bitsy goblins. And number 3, avoid that siren song. Clear out those distractions so you can get the job done. Have these tips helped? Leave us a message below or email us at watchwellcast.com. Tweet us at watchwellcast.
Okay, guys, so let's see. What is one recommendation that you can have for stopping being a procrastinator? Let's see, tell me one, Catherine.
Could be to make a list about the things you have to do and then put it in an order to make it real, to make it happen.
How will making a list help you to stop being a procrastinator?
Well, if you have a list, then you can see what are your things to do. So you can start, you can organize yourself, I think.
Okay, let's see, let's listen to Jenny.
Other good advice is ignore the sirens.
The
Or all the
sirens.
all the things that got distracted. For example, video games, social network. We sometimes spend too much time by watching videos on social network, maybe, or playing video games.
Let's see.
Instead of doing our homework.
Did you do your homework already, Jenny?
I'm not finished yet.
Okay, so think
but
about
I will finish today.
No, I
tonight.
believe in you, lady. I know you will. So let me ask you, among all the things that you have done, like working, helping your family, probably sleeping and stuff like that, have you done some things that are not that important?
Being honest, yes.
Okay.
I spend at least 1 hour playing.
Okay. How can you stop doing that in order to finish your homework? How can you do it?
Ignore that things and instead.
How can you ignore it? It's there. It's sending you a notification. I don't know what you are playing. Imagine it's, I don't know. Come on. Candy Crush. Okay, so you have a special power or something like that. Come and play. How could you
a
avoid?
race, for example.
Okay, good, excellent. Thank you, Jenny. Let's see, Salvador.
Yeah, well, I remember that some years ago I read a book. I don't remember well the name. I think that it was Get Things Done. It was related to this topic and really catch my attention because I found a really good recommendation that it was about if a task is gonna just take you a couple of minutes or like that, you have to do it because sometimes tasks it is just they just need just a few minutes and they can be done. So that is really good. I think that is useful. I do it and it's useful a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Salvador did the homework already. So it's like eating your elephant, right? So
Yes.
you see the if you see 30 sentences, no, come on, probably break it. 5 sentences each day, right? So you do 5 sentences today, you do 5 sentences tomorrow morning, you do other 5 sentences in the afternoon, you do 5 sentences before the class
Yes.
finishes,
For
and so on.
example, in the morning, every day I make my bed, and if I feel really comfortable, and it's like you start to know how your brain works, and when you make a little things, is like spread dopamine as the video said. So
That's right.
that's good advice. Yeah.
Marisela, you want to say something?
Yes, I want to give my opinion of that. You have to make a schedule of the day, and you have to make spaces between your a time to relax, because you don't have to stress out with all your projects and homeworks and the snacks that you want to do, because if you don't want to have hungry in middle of your homework. And so you have to do a schedule, because it to organize your ideas and organize your day and the chores that you have in your house too. So that's a way to don't be procrastinated in all of your homework or your chores and assignments.
That's true. So that's something you can try. And as the video said, right, it's not supposed that you are going to not feel, well, you are doing something stressing probably, and you are not going to finish or end up stressed, right? I don't know, you, for example, the homework, you do 10 sentences and then you play 1 hour. That's okay. Go ahead, do it, right? So then you do other 5 sentences and you then go to walk or something, okay? This is for a small task, right? Imagine for learning English. So that's something you can do. So instead of being boring all days, I don't know, break it apart. Well, I know that I have problems with this one. I'm going to study this. I'm going to do this, but it's not like it's going to be boring. So if you know that it's really difficult for you, I don't know, after one day you study, give yourself a reward. So I don't know, you buy pupusas for yourself. No, I studied today, so I deserve 3 pupusas. So you go and you buy them or something like that, right? I don't know. So good. People, if I ask you right now, tell me, what is procrastination? Can you speak about it 1 minute? Yes or no? Probably yes, right? Because we saw techniques, we saw what procrastination means, we have the information here. What about if I ask you something? Like, for example, let's see. Sarai, tell me. What is
What's care?
let's see. Let me see. What is well, Tell me what is loyalty. You have to speak 2 minutes. Let's go.
Oh my God, loyalty. Well, loyalty, it is sometimes considered as a value for someone or a principle of life, maybe. It's related when, for example, you know something about someone and you know that person told you in confidence and you don't say it because you are loyal to that person, for example. Or another example could be when, let me think, when someone speaks bad about your friend and instead of talking bad of your friend, you probably don't say nothing worse and or you probably excuse him or simply just say nothing about it. And I think it's a value important in life for consider or probably to have health relationships in life, I think. I don't know. That's it.
Okay. There is 1 minute, 12 seconds still missing, lady. What can you do here? You need to speak 2 minutes. So guys, that's something that happens, right? Sometimes in interviews, you will have, when I ask you about loyalty, it's not because I want to know the definition. Probably I will ask you, what is procrastination? Probably I will ask you, what is love? What is more important, love or money? What is, tell me one thing that you didn't learn in high school or something like that, right? It's not because I want to know the real answer. No, it's because I want to see how good are you to answer these type of questions, especially if I give you time. Okay, now you will have 3 minutes to tell me about this topic. So what can you do here? Well, people, let's get ready. Let's get a little tip for this one, guys. And this is the tip that I can give you, is the says. What is this? Well, this is the definition of this one. Concept, example, story. That's what I want you to tell me. Okay? Concept, example, story. So you can answer any question, it doesn't matter what question it is, with this formula. And this one will help you to say more things. Okay? So imagine somebody comes and asks me, okay, tell me what is, let's see. Let me think. What is selfishness? What is selfishness? Okay, the first thing is to know the word, right? If you don't know the word, you can ask for definitions and whatever. But that's another story, okay? So selfishness, I need a concept, I need an example, some examples, and I need a story. So the concept, please. On the concept part, avoid using words you don't know, okay? Tell me, what is an earthquake? Okay, no, right? What is pollution? What is a problem that Salvadorians face nowadays? Whatever, okay? Avoid using words you don't know. Well, quiero decir, es un problema que aqueja. How do you say aqueja? No, you lost it, okay? Avoid using words you don't know. Keep it simple. That's another thing. Keep it simple, okay? So, keep it simple. Don't go and don't tell me, imagine you are in an interview and you say, hey, but I really love airplanes. And I studied aeronautics in high school. Ah, okay, I'm going to ask you about aeronautics. Oh, really? What is the most difficult part of the aeronautics? Why do you think that is not a major, very well paid here in El Salvador? Blah, blah, blah. And that question for me is super complex. So keep it simple. Be smart. You know where to go. So you are the best to say what things you want to talk about, what things you don't want to talk about. So be smart, okay? You need to lead the conversation where you want to go, okay? Talk about the things that you want to know. This is for the concept part. The example, just present a brief list. It doesn't matter what list you give me, but it needs to be related. Are we talking about love? So tell me a list related to love. What is love? Well, la 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 la. For example, you can love your couple, you can love your cell phone even, you can love your mom, you can love God. So there are different ways of loving. That's the thing. You need to say things related to the aspect or to the question, right? Finally, the story needs to be interesting, okay? That needs to be interesting and related to the topic. So what is love? Well, you tell me a love story. Probably you heard something on the news. Probably you read an article. Probably in the church, they said something about love. Okay, needs to be related to it. Needs to be interesting. It doesn't have to be a short story. I remember when I was 12 years old, my mother loved me and it was really good. I love her too. That's not interesting. It's related to the topic, but it's not interesting, right? So give introduction and a conclusion to the story. Tell me where it starts. Tell me how it ends. Always a teaching or something you learn. So this one will make the story super interesting. So in this way, guys, if you follow this structure, guys, you can answer any question someone asks. Okay? Let's test it right now. Let's see. We are going to select any topic. Ask me any type of question. What is whatever? Okay, let's see. I want to, someone ask me what is and whatever you want to know. Let's see if I know the topic or I don't know about the topic. Any question, guys? Bring it on.
What is discipline?
What is discipline? Okay, people, by the way, avoid using things like, oh, that's an interesting question. I'm really glad that you asked me that question. Oh, that's something really important. No, come on. That's not necessary. Okay, first, you organize your thoughts. You need to organize them super quickly. And I'll start with my definition. What is discipline? Well, we can say that discipline are the rules that, I don't know, probably your mom or your dad in your house, in the church, or in a country, they give you. That's it. That's my concept. And I said examples. Is that the real definition? No, because I thought about discipline, about rules. Probably Salvador is asking discipline about being constant, right? It doesn't matter. It's related to the topic. You are not going to give the best definitions. You are not a supercomputer. You are not Wikipedia, right? So it doesn't matter in that case. Well, that's my definition. I have my examples. Now I continue with my story, or I can continue with more examples. For in a country you have, right? So the rules that you need to follow, and discipline is, well, how you apply all these rules. Are you following these rules? Are you committed to follow these rules? So that's discipline. Let me tell you something really interesting about this. So I remember the first contact that I had with this word, actually, it was when I was in 6th grade. There was a teacher. I remember her name. She was Miss Maria del Carmen. That was her name. She was the discipline person in the school, like the one in charge of the discipline and stuff like that. So, and I did something bad, you know, I was playing around, fooling around with my friends. So at the end, well, my teacher sent me to the principal's office. So I was there and she said, well, you are going to be punished, but you are not going to be punished because we don't like you. No, it's because we want to teach you discipline. And I asked myself, discipline, what? So, and she said, well, you are going to do this. You are going to clean the school for 1 month and you need to do it every single day. This will help you not only to understand what you did, it was incorrect, but also to understand that, well, we are not like savage people. We need to follow certain rules. And if you follow the rules, well, you are going to become a disciplined person. And a disciplined person is a person that follows the rules. And at the end, you are going to have good things. So that's the reason why I am punishing you. And I said, well, I don't like it anyways. And I remember I was angry. So probably at the beginning, I didn't know anything, but until this day, I remember that experience. So that's something super important and blah, blah, blah. You see, it made the things interesting. Okay. So you have more things to say. That's the idea. Could be another topic. What is gasoline? The same thing. I am not Wikipedia. Okay. So I started where well, gasoline is something really important for the economy, I think. For example, you can power electrical plants. Also, you need it for cars, and you know how important it is. Like, for example, moving products and things like that, blah, blah, blah. And then comes a story or something you heard on the news or the invention and stuff like that, right? So that's the way it goes. That's how you can say it. So people, let's begin right now. We are going to practice right now. We are going to go with open questions, and that's what we are going to do. Before we start, guys, do you have any question? No questions. Okay, people. Well, let's begin with something easy right now. The question for everybody is, we are going to work with this one. What is procrastination? We know already what it is. So we know how to deal with this one. We have vocabulary. We learn things about it. You can just craft the idea, right? So you need to speak 2 minutes. That's the only thing. You are going to speak 2 minutes to give a definition what procrastination is. Okay, questions, guys? Let's go right now.
No, teacher.
Remember, 2 minutes each person. We are going to work in trios. There are some persons that they cannot work, right? So don't worry, the rest, let's do it. Let's go, guys. Tell me, what is procrastination? Escúcheme bien si usted se encuentra en Let's wait for everybody, guys.
We was procrastinating and not defining the concept.
Okay, people, let's begin right now. And we are going to start with the same question. What is procrastination? But later on, I'm going to be changing questions. So let's begin. What is procrastination? Who wants to start? You will say it 1 minute, 30 seconds. Raul, you are going to start.
All right. Procrastination, right? Not procrastinator.
Yes, just give me a second. Let's go. Tell me, what is procrastination?
Well, procrastination is a word that really affects a lot of people. That's because procrastination don't allow us to finish things that are really important for us. So I can define procrastination with an example. We have something to do, something that is really important, or homework, or one project, whatever we want. Procrastination is the thing that you feel lazy and you want to do it and you prefer to take rest or something. Procrastination is when you start doing something that don't allows you to finish what is really important. For example, you start working, you have to deliver a project, but in the middle you feel thirsty. So you go to the kitchen, take a cup of coffee, let's prepare, 15 minutes, and you go back to your desk, and you continue working. But then you feel a little bit hungry. You're starving. Then you go to the fridge, take some fruit, then eat it, and then go back. So on and so on. You start doing something like this. You feel pretty hot, and I have to take a bath because in that way I can think really well. So you take a bath. So suddenly the midday is coming. So you didn't finish the work, you didn't progress in that work. So you start doing a lot of the stuff, but not the things that you have to do. That's procrastinate. A little monkey in your head that tell you, don't start working, let's do that instead of this. And then you feel excited. You feel a lot of excitement because you didn't have the deliverables for that project. So you last until last minute to do it, and probably you will do it in a mediocre way, or probably you don't deliver on time. So that's
Thank you so much. You spoke for the 2 minutes, and I think that even the part of the story was not necessary here, but you know something really good. Actually, it's because we know about the topic, right? So people, and that's why I always tell you to investigate vocabulary. If you know about the topic, it will be easy for you to say things like this. So Raul, you did a great job. I really like it. Just be careful with some little words. You feel excited, you said? Excited. Then you said you feel the excitement. That's okay. Okay, so just try to organize the ideas there. Repeat after me. Minutes. Don't say minutes, minutes. Minutes. That's how you pronounce it. Besides that, it was good. I really like it. Good job. Thank you so much. Let's see, another person, other 2 minutes. Who wants to be the next person? What is procrastination? Tell me your idea. Who? Volunteer. Let's listen to Jenny. Please tell us, what is procrastination in your own words?
Well, is the action of delay or postpone any task. Could be in your job, at home, or in other area of your life. But it's something really bad I think it's a bad habit because even when you have time, you don't do what you have to do. Being honest, I think that is an area that I need to improve because, well, I always postpone or delay my task. And I think, well, I will do it in 15 minutes. Then I didn't do it because something happened and I couldn't do it when I was planning. But I think that one thing that could help me is one of the advice that we watch in the video. For example, do it for in the first the easier part, or maybe the funnier part of the task, and also doing by parts. For example, if I have to do all of the year from one report, I will start for months. I will start with January, then February, and maybe that could happen that I will finish so quickly. Yes, that teacher.
Thank you so much, ladies. So it was good. 20 seconds missing. That was the only thing. Besides it was good. So I like it. But remember, still, if you need to speak the 2 minutes, include a story. At the moment, no one has include a story big enough. So remember, make it interesting, and that's the way you can go with, especially with questions like the next one. So guys, who wants to be the next one? Let's see. Try to apply what we have learned. So, next volunteer.
David once.
David, they say that you want. Is that true?
Maybe.
Okay,
Yeah,
David.
Thank you, Jennifer.
My pleasure anytime, my friend.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Good. Excellent. Let's see, David. The question is, remember, concept, example, story. What is, let's see. What is success?
Success.
2 minutes, remember? Organize your ideas right now. Concept, example, story. What is success?
Where success is when you reach, when you or somebody else reach the goal that all the time is somebody is follow that thing, so that is the success. Yeah, for example, in our case here, we are studying English, so our success is gonna be when we speak maybe about 95% of this language. That could be that's when we could call a success, that we have a success. And let's see, a story of this could be my wife, for example, in this kind of example. She has already studied English about year and a half. Yeah, but right now, she's starting to work at Teleperformance last week. Yeah, now she feel like she reached the success that she started to follow since a year and a half ago. Yeah, so I guess that's a real success to her, and also to me too, because I saw her when she just studying that to study in English, and she didn't know anything as me some months ago. Yeah, but now she is already there, so I'm gonna try to follow her, and I know maybe one day I'm gonna be her partner over there, maybe. And
Thank you so much. Okay, good, excellent. You see,
yeah.
you spoke for more than the 2 minutes. So that's really good. Actually, I really like it. You didn't have problems with time. That one was good.
Yeah.
What are the things that we need to work on? A little bit on fluency. Try to
Right.
speak with more confidence, right? So try to, well, you are telling me a story of your wife's story, so you can go with it. You are the expert here, so don't worry like you don't know what to say. I know you know it, but probably it's because you are overthinking what to say. Let it flow, okay?
All right.
And that's what you have to do. Besides it was really good. Thank you so much. That's the way it goes, you know? And be careful with the pronunciation. Success. Success.
Success.
Okay, not success, success.
Correct.
So good. Excellent. Jenny, you want to ask something, say something?
Yes, teacher. I just wanna add that I get nervous when I'm practicing English, maybe because I'm afraid of making a mistake. But even when I don't want to participate, and you ask me, and I think that helped me because I will lose that thing that make me make mistake.
Yeah, actually, that happened to me. Even when I was learning English, also in this moment that I am learning German, still I feel afraid of speaking. I cannot tell you that it doesn't happen to me. I'm still like afraid of making mistakes, right? But I think that is normal, okay? So we are going to make mistakes all the time, so we don't have to worry about those mistakes. I think myself, well, I will participate. If nobody speaks, I want to speak and I want to say it. The same, make mistakes, don't worry, guys. That one always happen. That always happens, but you can do it, okay?
That happened to me too.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
worry
but
about it. And it will happen
sometimes
tomorrow.
I don't know,
And
at the end we don't have to be afraid, because like Jennifer said, we learn from the mistakes. And sometimes we are thinking, I don't know what the teacher is gonna tell me at the end. Maybe I'm gonna have a lot of mistakes. But if we don't make mistakes, you don't going to correct us, right? You don't going to say the right way to say the things. So it's good to make mistakes in this case.
it's good to make mistakes. Yes, of course. So make mistakes, guys. Don't worry. But it was good. I really like it, how you did it. Still, we need to work a little bit on that one, on the fluency, but yeah, that's the way it goes, right? Let's see. The last person, guys, who wants to be the last of the night? A different question for you. Rene, let's go right now. Rene, I have a question for you. And The question is this. What is the meaning of failure? What is failure?
Okay, failure is an action of trying to do something, and at the end of an effort, you couldn't make it. So is something when you want to do something because you have an objective, and you have the idea until you want to do the thing, but you make a whatever you need to do, but at the end it wasn't like you think, like you wanted to do the action, and yeah, you fail. But in this case is an action that make you think different, and to do a big effort to do the things happen. Like in your case, in your job, if you're doing something and maybe you fail, maybe you can try to do one more time, or ask to your coworkers how to do things, and that suggestions will give you an idea how to support or to do different the things to complete the action. So I think most of the people fail many times in your life, but the different thing is when you stand up and try to do one more time the action until you will do it because of your effort, and you will feel really great, right? And yeah, that's what I think is failure.
You did it on time. The 2 minutes, it was right there. Okay, so that one was really good. I really like it. You organize your ideas and you were able to speak the 2 minutes. Okay, remember, to make the things easier, guys, is to add a story. And the story, the good things that you can even invent, make things up, add additional information and stuff like that. It makes you sound more fluent, because if not, we are struggling trying to find the definition and then what to say and then giving our opinion. And when we give our opinion, guys, it's where we start to it happens to me, it happens also to you guys. So that's something that it will make things easier. Be careful with some little things on grammar, Rene. That things, those things, okay? Plural. The way that was, the way that you think, the way that you thought, okay? Because you were, it's something that didn't happen in the way you thought it was supposed to happen, right? Okay. So you need to use the verbs in past. Be careful with it. And also be careful with, you said, for example, people, they think in your mistakes, in their mistakes, because you were talking about people, right? Besides that, it was good. Just remember, guys, we can make the things easier, right? So make the things easier. Try to follow this way. It will be easier, actually, if you follow it. So people, that's it. Tomorrow we are going to continue, and it will be only questions, right? Tomorrow we are going to practice only questions, but not open questions, not only open questions. We are going to practice a lot of type of questions, right? So we will have interviews tomorrow. They won't be evaluated, but they will tell us what are the areas to work on. Thank you so much, people. Have a wonderful night, everyone.
Thank you.
Acuérdense de la tarea, people.
You haven't said who is the winner from the last activity.
I know. Because I was thinking to do it today, but We will do it tomorrow. We will continue with this little thing. Tomorrow we will have more time. So we will do it tomorrow.
Carlos,
I
can you
promise.
explain real quick what we need to do for homework?
People, terminar el debate. That's what we are going to do. Los que no han debatido todavía, hay personas que no han dado su opinión. Tomorrow, we will continue with which one is the best generation. Is it the X generation or is it the millennials and Z generation? So that's tomorrow. Acuérdense de la tarea, guys. Practice with the homework. Yeah, we will see you tomorrow, lady. Don't worry. And take care. Bye from now. Vean el eclipse ahora. 3 de la mañana, guys. Bye,
Okay.
people.
Okay.
Good night.
Thanks.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Have a good night, people.
Bye.